When did your mom die?
My mom died a year and a half ago.
Okay, and she died of cancer?
Breast cancer, yes.
Okay, and was she battling for a while?
Actually, 6 months, so not.
Okay, and you were living where at the time?
During the time I was still living in Hollywood, I was commuting back to Hillsborough from Hollywood every 2 weeks to come see her.
Tell me how this agreement that's the subject of this lawsuit comes about.
My dad and I had a really hard time after my mom's passing. He was alone. They were with each other their entire lives. And after my mom passed, my dad was lost. He did not know what to do without her. One night he texts me and he says how he's feeling very lonely and he's feeling very stressed out. I told him, I can come home with you for 4 months and get your life back together. We can both bond. However, I'm going to be stepping away from my acting career. So I asked my dad if he can pay me $3,000 a month for 4 months.
For you to comfort him? But what was the point of you going for 4 months?
I believe it was a good time for us to bond and for him to get back on his feet.
Were you going to have some role in his life besides bonding with him? Like, were you going to be helping him with anything?
Yes, Your Honor. Anything he really needed help with around the house, I wanted to help him and pick up the slack. Because
can I see the text of that agreement?
Yes.
Yeah, let me see that.
Thank you.
Damien, I feel so, this is on May 14th. Damien, I feel so lost without Julie. My heart feels empty. Dad, I can drive this week and help you out. What if I come for 4 months and help you get your life back together? I can take care of organizing your finances, cook for you. Are you a good cook?
Your Honor, I'm not.
Okay.
But I was willing to learn to have that bond with my dad. So I did everything I could.
Clean the house. Are you good at cleaning?
I tried my best, Your Honor.
Okay. Help you purge, run errands, drive you to choir practice when you're tired, anything else you need. That would be really helpful, son. And then a little bit later that same day, May 14th, I have to let my agent know because she locked me in for a few films. But you're more important to me. I'll need some money to cover my rent in LA and car expenses. To which he answers, are you sure, son? I don't want you to lose opportunities. I'm happy to give you 12 grand for 4 months. I can pay you 1 month at a time. Thanks, Dad. I just need to find someone to take care of my mail. I'll be there May 16th. All right. So it worked for everybody. And how's the first month go?
Your Honor, the first month went very smoothly. I cooked as best as I could for him. I cleaned. I took.
What does that mean? I cooked as best as I could for him. What does that mean?
I learned recipes on the internet. I learned.
Did you cook every night?
Not every night.
And how many times a week did you cook?
I cooked about 4 times a week.
Okay, and then what? How about cleaning? Did you clean?
I did clean, yes.
Was there a cleaning person that he hired that kept coming?
She stopped coming for that month because I said I was going to do all the cleaning, but she was hired back after a month.
Something goes down. What is it that goes down?
Yes. I come home one day from grocery shopping and I see someone approaching my dad's house. And I think it's a lady who is lost. My suspicions before this, Your Honor, I would hear him speaking talking on the phone with someone in the middle of the night. With someone from choir practice.
Is this while your mom was alive or after your mom had passed?
This was during my mom was alive. She was dying at this moment.
And it was what time of the night?
About 2:30.
What did you hear them saying to each other?
I heard my dad saying how much he misses this person and how miserable he is at home.
Did you ever confront your dad about that?
I didn't, no.
Okay. Fast forward to you're living there for a month. You come back from grocery shopping and there is this young lady. Is that correct? Who's sitting there?
Yes, sir.
Walking up to the house, and what do you say?
I ask her if she's lost because I've never seen this person before. This is a complete stranger to me. My dad opens the door. My dad embraces her and gives her a hug and a kiss.
In the mouth?
Yes.
This was in June?
Yes.
When did your mother pass?
On May 13th.
Okay, so this is a month after your mother had passed.
Yes.
And did she have luggage in her hand when she arrived at your dad's house?
She did, Your Honor.
And what do you say?
I do flip out on this, Your Honor.
What's the age difference, Anthony Ruckus, between you and this young lady? Just say the number, and then you can tell me how age is not just a number. But first tell me the number.
35 years.
35 years. And how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, and how old is she?
25.
So she's literally your age. All right. And now you say what at that moment? Everybody standing outside still?
Yes.
And
so
what?
My dad introduces me to her.
And what does he introduce her as?
As his girlfriend. And this is news to me. My dad had never told me he had a girlfriend, and that's when it all clicked. This was a person my dad was talking to at 2 a.m. in the morning while my mom was dying.
Right.
I was absolutely livid, Your Honor. And I could not believe my dad could go behind me and my mom, and then my dad tells me, she's moving in. A complete stranger I don't even know is moving in now.
What is it you say out there? In fact, don't. I'm going to give him the floor. Mr. Ruckus, what is it that your son said?
My son Damien was completely belligerent. He told her that she was a gold digger and that she had no right to even try to take advantage of me.
Okay.
And that she needed to leave.
And that she needed to leave.
Yes.
And then what did you say?
I told Damien, she's not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, you're the one that's leaving. I made him leave, which he did.
And have you two spoken to each other since?
We've had text messages.
And have they been nasty or nice?
Pretty nasty, actually.
Okay.
I do have text messages here, if I could share them with you.
I'd like to see them. So how exactly did you meet Ms. Navarro?
Thank you. I met Lydia through the choir that I signed up for, and I met her at the first event that I went to, and that was in Nashville.
Was your wife still alive at the time?
Yes.
And you felt the need to move on to someone 35 years younger than you that quickly?
It should be noted that Lydia and I did not have a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship at the time. I never cheated on my wife, Julie. We were just friends.
Do you understand how it might upset your son that you brought someone his age to live with you without having warned him?
Yes, I can understand that. And
do you? Because why didn't you warn him? Why didn't you say to him, hey, listen,
yes.
Because what you say to him afterwards is, I raised you better than this. How could you be so rude to Lydia and me? I don't want you back in my house until you apologize. You had no right to insult us. She moved all the way from Florida to look after me. Mom is gone now. I'm going to be with Lydia. I mean, you can't be a month and pay homage to the woman who you had a child with and who you were with since high school? Like, you understand why he might be angry, right?
Yes, I understand why he'd be angry, but I know Julie. We were together since we were in high school.
Meaning?
She would want me happy.
Okay, and I don't doubt that. Maybe just not quite that happy quite that quickly. Maybe. I don't know. But that's not the point, because we're not talking about Julie, because Julie's gone. What we're talking about is your son. You love your son, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right. So why wouldn't you take his feelings into account and realize how he would feel by being introduced for the first time to a complete stranger who's now going to live with him?
I know that he's an emotional young man. I understand that. He wouldn't take it very, very well.
Well, he was going to take it somehow. So how did you think he'd take it better if it was just a big old surprise?
Yes, absolutely.
How'd that go for you, that theory?
Well, it didn't work out well.
Right, it didn't.
The thing is that he didn't give Lydia a chance.
Okay, he didn't know to give Lydia a chance, because Lydia just walks up with luggage and is moving in. You hired a private investigator. Tell me about that.
I did. After that initial meeting with Lydia, and I hired a private investigator, and I have a lot of research on her, and I would like to present to you with some evidence about her.
Put a pin in that 1 second. I'd like to speak to Lydia. Come on up, Lydia.
Hi, Your Honor.
Hi. How old are you?
I'm 25 years old.
Okay, how was it you met Mr. Ruckus?
We met at a choir group.
And how was it you decided to leave the state you were living in and fly over to be with him?
Well, my lease was up and we were great friends, and we were both bonding over how we both had loved ones that were dealing with great illnesses. And I mentioned that my lease was up, and he had asked me if I wanted to move in.
Were you dating at the time or no?
No, we were just friends.
Are you dating now?
Yes, we are dating now, and we hope to get married and have kids.
I can't help but notice the age difference is rather severe. It's a lifetime away for you. Did you want to comment on that at all?
I was always attracted to older men as they're more mature.
Tell me about, according to you, you hire a private investigator, and your private investigator finds out that indeed she is always attracted to older men, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, and I have evidence to prove to you.
Let me see that.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if you could take a look at the highlighted parts.
I'm going to take a look at all of it, but thank you. Lydia Navarro was born on August 1st. She's 25 years old. She has not worked in the past 7 years. When she was 17 years old, she lived with a wealthy venture capitalist for 4 years. He died and left her $150,000. When she was 21 years old, she lived with a wealthy surgeon for 4 years. He was 78. He died and left her $250,000. Did you know about that?
Yes, Your Honor, I knew about that. That was not a problem for me.
Ooh, well, that's a pretty good detective. He changed his primary beneficiary from his son to Lydia. Did you do that?
Yes, I did. He showed me that he had no care for me in my life and my future
Why?
wife, Lydia.
Why? Because he was shocked
I didn't trust him to take care of the money the way Lydia would.
when you're gone?
What?
Yes.
So you wrote your son out of your will?
Yes.
Because the important thing is that the money be taken care of? By the way, according to the investigator, you gave her power of attorney? You seem like you don't need someone else to exercise your agency, much less a 25-year-old.
You know,
She's manipulating him.
She's manipulating him? Oh my God. If I was a betting woman, I think that she's touching him in all the right places. But what I don't understand is the power of attorney and switching the will so quickly. Like, you're not married yet, right?
No.
How did the subject of a power of attorney come up?
Well, Your Honor, we had talked about getting married and having...
So what? I'm married for 30 years. I don't have a power of attorney over him, and he doesn't have a power of attorney over me, and we're both attorneys. Are you sick, sir? Are you healthy?
I do have a heart condition.
Did she know that?
Yeah, she knew I had a massive heart attack, yes.
All right, young Mr. Ruckus, you got paid the $3,000 for the first month.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you are suing for $9,000 for the rest of the months because what?
I never realized that a new stranger was going to be brought into our lives.
The thing is that your father is pretty on the ball and he seems to be making his own decisions. Mr. Ruckus, did you ever seek anybody's counsel before you decided to make these sweeping changes in your life where you hand over control of your business to a 25-year-old who has literally zero business experience?
I decided on my own. I seen.
Do you not see how this looks?
I'm aware of how it looks. Lydia gives me something special. And if it's...
You don't have to pay that much for it. You don't. I'm telling you, the going rate out there is not that.
I don't really care about the money. It's really about the respect, the disrespect that actually he showed Lydia. I need to teach him a lesson.
Wow. Do you?
Yes.
So what you did was disinherit him and hand some hoochie mama How is that teaching him a lesson?
Because if you think about it...
I've thought about it enough. He gave up a bunch of gigs. You threw him out. I'm ordering you to pay him the $9,000.
All rise.